January 25th, 2011. This is today's climate change update. Well, let's start with the extinction protocol tonight. China looming food crisis. Drought crippling wheat production. On January 24th, 2011, Beijing, a prolonged dry spell in parts of northern, central, and eastern China is threatening both crops and water supplies, Chinese state media says. The Shandong province is experiencing its driest weather for 60 years. Half of the wheat-growing land there is affected, while almost 250,000 people face drinking water shortages, the China Daily said. Beijing has also been experiencing its longest dry spell in more than 30 years, another state daily said. The Chinese capital has no significant rainfall for 3 months. And the story goes on. They also have Australian rolling flood disaster pushes south. They have an Al Jazeera video on here. That's kind of odd. Let's go over to Earth changes. We have a 6.1 magnitude earthquake in Tajikistan again. Weird weather patterns perplex scientists. Without a doubt, the winter weather that began and ended in 2010 was remarkable. Story below. U.S. minus 36 degrees, minus 50 degrees in places. Now this is Fahrenheit. 2 die as Arctic comes to the northeast. New York. 2 people froze to death, including 1 woman whose frozen body was found on a driveway as Arctic blasts hit the northern U.S., dropping temperatures as low as minus 36 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind chill in some areas of New England was expected to make it to feel as cold as 50 degrees below zero. And of course, schools and weather warnings and all of that. New record cold temperatures in Minnesota. Babbitt, Minnesota, where a frigid morning low temperature of negative 46 degrees Fahrenheit was recorded on January 21st, 2011. They have a story, South Atlantic Anomaly and the South Georgia Magnetic Observatory. Why is the BGS reestablishing a magnetic observatory in South Georgia? The South Georgia Observatory will plug significant gap in the global network of magnetic observatories. In particular, the South Georgia Observatory will allow better monitoring of the South Atlantic Anomaly and of changes occurring deep within the Earth. By establishing the new observatory, BGS will restart continuous magnetic observations in South Georgia, last carried out in 1982. They have the story, Amazing Australian Floodwaters Enter New Towns. Surging floodwaters broke levees and disaster hit Australia on Monday to inundate more properties in the southeast as residents sandbags homes against the spiraling crisis. And again, in the southeastern state of Victoria, the waters just keep going downhill. And let's go over to the RSOE quick. Indonesia is reporting flooding. And we have a heat wave in Argentina. Now they're talking wind chills of 39 degrees Celsius, high temperatures of 34 degrees Celsius. And this has been in a prolonged heat down in Argentina. And the other story I wanted to carry was, where'd it go? Oh, in Angola, Africa, 28 homes and a school and a bunch of roads and crops were destroyed due to heavy rain and floods. They're reporting extreme weather. This was yesterday, the 24th. And that's about it for today as far as the climate change goes. If I missed anything, please let me know. Until the next time, enjoy it while you can. Thanks, everybody.